Hi, family. It's been a while since I've been on in this way. A few thoughts have been running through my mind, and I thought I'll just pop on and share them with you. I believe it might be helpful to somebody, and so I decided to share it. We've come through a lot of months from the beginning of this year. We are in the 10th month. A lot has happened. A lot has happened for some people, and maybe for some people not so much. But in all circumstances, the Bible tells us in 1 Thessalonians 5:18 that in all things we should give thanks. Giving thanks not because everything that has happened is necessarily pleasant or something that we are happy about, but we give thanks because in spite of everything that happened, we are still here. That's something really great to thank God for. We give thanks because even through the unpleasant circumstances, we've learned some great lessons. We are better for it. We are stronger, hopefully. We are better, hopefully. We have been more equipped with lessons and wisdom for a better tomorrow. And so I think that especially getting towards the end of the year, this is really the last quarter. And I think it's really important to spend time in God's presence, just reflecting on how the year has been, and seeking Him for what lies ahead. Yeah, very, very important. When you give thanks, like I said, it really helps you to focus on what God has done, because sometimes we take the things that God does for us for granted. Even the things God does for our loved ones, we take it for granted. But when you get into the posture of thanksgiving, you actually have to mentally reckon with what you've experienced all through the year, or whichever period you are thanking God for. So that's very important. And there's one practice of mine that this is a personal practice. I like to end things well. I like to, for example, if I'm leaving the house, I want to make sure I'm leaving well. I want to make sure I've said bye to the people in the house, because you never know. Life is very unpredictable, or can be very unpredictable. If I'm face to face with somebody that I'm saying bye to, I want to make eye contact, and I want them to make eye contact, particularly my loved ones, because I believe in ending well. The last time I see you, the last memory and image of you I have is very important to me, and the last memory of me that I live with people is very important to me, because that might be the last. And so I want to make sure I invest a little bit of time and effort and love into it, for the reason that I've given. And so it's like that when it comes to ending the year. In a sense, I like to end my year well. I like to take time to look into God's eyes and say, hey God, you've been good. Yeah, even in the times when it was tough, you were there, and I'm grateful. So I just want to encourage us to make sure on our individual basis we are taking time to wait on the Lord in this last quarter. Very important. I hope this blesses somebody. Until I come your way again, it's bye for now.